The question of this month for me was, why do I bother with doing the hard things when I just can enjoy myself? Like, it's kind of a stupid question, right? But when I think about it, there is no actual reason and meaning for me to do anything hard. For a few solid years, I don't really need any money. And even if I need some in a few years, it's not that much. I don't really need that much work to put into some YouTube or business. And fair enough, I decided to quit, kinda. Stop doing the good habits and dedicate all of my day and time to basically figuring out what is the reason and meaning of why I do anything at all in life. What's the motivation? And, well, I realized after just a few hours of thinking that it's kind of hard, I don't really have any options right now, so I'll just kind of wait, for answers to find me, which is total stupidity, but I gave for myself this excuse and basically went in a rut. I felt like I was returning in this degeneracy mode when I was like 14, 15. I would, I don't know, not scroll, but doing some stupid things. Like, I was really watching Minecraft all day long. I was playing Minecraft. I was fapping, not going to the gym as much. I still went kind of like 2 times a week because it was my personality. I even ate some crisps, which I didn't do like in a year, I think. It's a long time. And probably it was indeed a horrible experience, because after a few days I caught myself on this idea. It's kind of nice, actually, it's a pretty good lifestyle. I enjoy it. And then just after 1 week, after my first week of degeneracy, I felt nothing. There wasn't even any fun in what I was doing, like playing on some Minecraft server in some mode which I already knew very well. And I just kind of repeated itself, just getting those dopamine from sudden winnings, and it's horrible, man. The main problem I faced is the demons. The demons inside my head that says, I can do better. I can live better than this. But I kind of just tossed them away because I didn't really have a reason to come back, It's miserable. And it's kind of stupid, The reason is in delaying gratification and being the best version of yourself, yeah. But if I can truly ingrain the answers I found for myself and the beliefs I found for myself into an average teenager, and if I would get him to truly find the answer of why do the hard things when I can just enjoy myself right now and play some video games, well, the life of a teenager would be much better. So I hope at least some part of what I'm about to say, what I'm about to reveal about my answers, what I found, why do I come back and all that shit, will be ingrained into you, which will massively help you, whether you have the motivational drop now or whether you will, which you definitely will experience on your way of business development, basically. It also applies for everything. It's so fundamental. So, without further ado, the answer was fulfillment. Feeling good, as basic as it sounds. Because fighting with the demons of your future self, of your best version, is horrible. You don't even enjoy that lifestyle of overindulging in dopamine and all the bad habits anymore. It might be fun and kind of good for a few days, but soon enough it becomes painful. It becomes this drudgery life and you feel bad about everything you do, everything you think, and the wasted time. And it's a whole trap. I mean, it got me for 9 years, from 6 years old when I picked up a computer and started playing Minecraft till 15. This is insane amount of time. And, well, dopamine is really the answer. If anything, you could get from this video that when you stimulate yourself with dopamine, when you get the pleasure, enjoyment, your life becomes a horror. You can't think straight. You can't reasonably analyze what you're doing. You are no owner of your own motivation and will anymore. You are just a user of the machine, of the people who designed the apps and the games and whatever you use, the drugs, to keep you, to hook you on them. That's all there is. You can stay hooked and live a miserable life, or you can get everything you ever freaking wanted. You just get yourself together and stop overindulging and hitting like a fucking narcoman, like a drug addict. Just, I need this dose of Minecraft, yeah, I really need to watch this video, this episode. It sounds silly and funny and over exaggeration, but it truly is highly addictive machine. So, my main point and main messages is these 7 points I made. This is a whole mind map. When I literally got from first to the 7th point, probably in that order, right, in that order, but who cares? And I wrote them down, and I'm about to share them, because every single one of them is such a powerful mindset and a tool to truly get the meaning and the gist of why you should do anything. It's probably not hard, it might not be hard, it might be hard, but why you should choose the path of greatness. Such a simple question, but such a powerful one. The first one is this amazing belief that most people, and like not even belief, it's more of a perception and a vision of how people live. Because most people think about it, live life in a kind of reversed way. They like, how do you say it, like, they're born, right? And then they indulge and they enjoy life. They kind of learn new stuff, you know, going to school might be fucking boring, but then you got like 10 hours or I don't know, like 8 hours, whatever, of doing whatever you want. And usually kids now, like from the first grade, literally, I have a guest of my parents' friend. He's in the first grade and he's got an iPad and it's horrible. He overindulges. So people just imagine that people are born and just out of nothing they enjoy their life for, I don't know, like 20 years, 23, whenever you gotta start the fucking job, because people think, yeah, you gotta have a degree to start a job. Not gonna go into much details about a degree, but they waste and just enjoy partying, drinking, watching some anime, I don't know, watching some stupid videos, playing games for the like 20 years out of 80, let's say, in a good way, like realistically 70 or even 65. The third, they enjoy the life, but then the rest of their life, the whole 50, 60 years, they struggle with money. They need to work hard and they don't really get to indulge as much as they did, you know. It's this realization I had when my older brother said, you know, you got such a beautiful time, you have more time than ever. He wasn't lying to me, because working 9 to 5 is fucking exhausting. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to do stupid things. Well, of course you do, like a few hours, right? But if you are any smart, if you don't build a good wealth, like during your 20s, let's say, right? You need to work like 9 to 5 or just freelancing or doing whatever, and you got a few spare hours which you need to just focus into something that would make you more money than 9 to 5 that you do just to survive your ass. It's kind of strange that first you need to enjoy your life, right? Till 20 you party and young ages and all that stuff, but then to the rest of your life you work. But it's really, if you think about it, kind of stupid, because it might be reversed that till 20s, alright, realistically, from 0 to 15 you're a slave machine. Maybe from 12, you're in this matrix, you don't really get to choose your behavior, and if you aren't lucky enough, which obviously aren't because you're watching this, you probably will realize that you need to do something better in your life than scrolling some TikTok at around 15, right? Then you have let's say 8 years until 23, or even if you are a bit older, which I doubt, like in your 20s right now, about till your 30s, let's say 15 years, 15 to 30. You build your wealth, you work on your business, you work hard, you develop skills you need, you learn, you improve, you become a better version of yourself, and you accumulate that wealth. If you are smart enough, it can be achievable in 5 years, 3 years, 10 years. Right, let's say as an average 5 years. But in the standard model, the reversed model of life, you will spend not 5, 50 years. Just imagine 50 years of your life spent on job you hate just to feed yourself. It's crazy. It's just crazy how stupid this is. So the main point I'm trying to make is I wrote, first grind, then enjoy. Because you can literally sacrifice 10 years of partying and doing the bad habits and all that degeneracy stuff, which gives you literally nothing. You don't even enjoy it from that after just a few times you tried it. Probably a bit more, but it's a horrible existence because of the demons that haunt you. But then you need to work your ass off for the rest of your life, or you can sacrifice those 10 years and then enjoy the rest of your life. Tim Ferriss did in his, 20s, 30s. He managed to build a great business. He became financially independent and he traveled the freaking world. He writes books and enjoying himself. He learns new skills and doing whatever he wants. Enjoying the life. On the side of not degeneracy, not what everyone else is doing, but on the side of wealth, of opportunities. Which is absolutely fantastic. So reverse this pattern of your life that you first gotta enjoy your life, but then you need to unfortunately grind. You can now grind, enjoy the grind, and then enjoy the rest of your life. That's the point. The second point is that dopamine through games or through YouTube or your business or your gym, the pleasure basically is kind of still the same, because fun is relative. Probably one of the greatest discoveries of 2023. At the end of 2023, I realized fun is relative to the things you do during your day, your week, your life. If you play video games for 5 hours straight and then want to kind of sit down to do your homework, you won't really be focused, you won't be interested, you don't want to do your homework. Because compared to the fun, dopamine stimulating and dudes and all that fancy bro science, and it was much more fun than doing the study. But if you were freaking bored, if you were forced to do nothing, literally blocked in an empty room, and I don't know, in some walk-in nature or stuff, you will come back and you will want to do your homework. You're like, oh yeah, please give me something. I need at least some stimulation, It sounds sounds crazy, but it works. If you do nothing, if you are bored, you will want to do the craziest stuff in your life. The problem of staying bored, well, is still a problem and a mystery for me, right? I'm not gonna say how you stay bored because I frankly am still bad at this. Just a few months of discovery. What I'm going to lead you to is a realization that there's no real reason whether you get pleasure from dopamine but YouTube. But there's a huge, tremendous difference. Tremendous. Between living the life of mediocrity, being pathetic, feeling bad every single day, demon haunts you, and living a fulfilling life, given all the opportunities in the world, doing everything you ever wanted. That's your choice. It's up to you, and I know what you will pick. Because it's so obvious, it's a no-brainer. We are no average people, which is the point number 3. We don't want to be average. You and I don't want to be average. It's written like, I don't want to be average. That's all there is to it. I don't want to be a mediocre man. I don't want to speak to stupid people and be forced to work in some shitty job I hate to just go for a few hours of free time when I would, I don't know, watch some Minecraft Let's Play in my 30s. It's a miserable existence. I don't want that. And so do you. The first point is, I will still need money in the future anyway. It's probably the most obvious one, what most people know but truly underestimate. Why do you need to work now hard, work your ass off, if you can just enjoy? Because you will still need money in a few years, in 5-10 years. You will need them. But when you actually need them, it's a whole lot different. When you don't need them, but you have a ton of opportunities. When you need money, but you don't have them, it's awful. I didn't experience it obviously, but I can imagine. Because I have my older brother at this example. He needs money. And he kind of learned the skill 1-2 years prior to when he truly needed, when the war in Ukraine started. Yeah, he was lucky enough to learn the programming skills, right? But it was still horrible. He was forced to live a life he didn't want. This 9 to 5 miserable and stuff. It's all the same thing. You become average because you are forced. You need to pay for the rent. You need to pay for the food. You want to enjoy life in some way, you know, some subscriptions and stuff when you get your first payment. The point is, now as a teenager, you have massive opportunities. As I already mentioned, my brother told me, you have more time than ever now. Use it. And I will. Oh, I will. If you work 9 to 5 or literally anything else, and you get a few hours to spend on your skills, like a growing YouTube channel, let's say, for financial independence, right, as a side hustle, 3 hours a day, maximum, because you are exhausted after your work. Well, what if I, as a teenager, can do 12 hours or 13 hours? That's literally 4 times more. Literally in a month, I would be so much ahead of you that you will never catch up. You'll probably just lose motivation and stay mediocre for the rest of your life. It's obviously not gonna happen to you or me, but you get the point. It's highly, not really unlikely that you will achieve success and become financially independent, but it will take, instead of 2 years of sacrificing, 10 years, 15 years, what most people will offer you, right? Because intensity is the key. Because trends now are changing faster than ever. If you can't learn a skill in 2 years and successfully implement it to give people value and money in return, you will fail. The YouTube will fucking, I don't know, shut down because of the AI or something. the new meta universe will take over the world, or AI, I don't know, will destroy the world, ChatGPT. You will still need money. But do you truly want to spend 10 years instead of 2 years on that? I don't think so. The fifth reason is kind of repetition, but it's a bit different. I can waste my time or get all I'll ever want. It's kind of to the same point that dopamine through games and stupid degeneracy and kind of YouTube business fulfillment is kind of the same. It's still the molecule from atoms, from all that shit. But are you really want to waste this time? It kind of connects all the point together, that why do I need to do the hard job, the hard work, if I can just enjoy myself? You can waste your time doing nothing and getting nothing from life, or you can get all you ever wanted. Pick, bro, it's a no-brainer. Fixed point, I can change the lives of every family member. What it means is that I can set an example. I can prove that a few years of being intensely into self-improvement, into business, can get you to financial freedom. That's an indicator for at least my family that, yeah, you are successful. I know it lies much, much beyond that. But if I can prove that I can make as a fucking teenager at 17, at 18, 10k a month, 100k a month, sounds that people around me reach so few of that it sounds kind of crazy to say that, yeah, I make 50k a month and I'm 18 and I do what I like and I spend a few hours a day working. It sounds insane, but it's absolutely fantastic, because think about it. Now that, imagine you are, I don't know, my brother, right? You now have the example of literally your brother doing the thing for a few years intensely, and he's not like that smart. I'm not that smart. I'm kind of a regular dude that has a huge ego, huge ambitions, and kind of want and ready to put in the work and realize that it's not easy, it's hard. And just as being this example can truly change the way my mother, my father, my sister, and my two brothers, older and younger, will perceive life. Maybe this will deeply affect their actions, and they will spend 3 years for financial independence instead of 10, 20, or even never achieving it and depending on something. It's crazy how much you can change. It's my tribe now. My family is my tribe. My second tribe, my main tribe, which I'm about to accumulate, which I'm about to create, is you. You are the part of my future tribe. If you are willing. Seventh point is just fun. It's much funnier than a hickey lifestyle. You know, this hickey lifestyle basically means, it's an anime term, that just a nerd playing video games, being kind of a degenerate, watching a lot of anime, not talking to girls, being awkward socially. I had to sneeze so badly, I'm sorry. Oops. I need to exit, bro. It's much funnier to do the hard work, because if I think about it, my greatest moments in life, literally what I so much enjoyed, and even if I do nothing for the rest of my life and stay mediocre, those will be the golden memories of mine. When I was working my ass off, when I was 3 weeks into monk mode, I was waking up at 4 a.m. It's legendary, bro. Waking up at 4 a.m. doing the hard work for 10 hours. Of course, like, focus work is like 2 hours or so. I'm not that skilled anyways. It's freaking amazing. It's awesome. Fulfillment. Purpose. That's the 7th part. And fair enough, I got some value for you even more here. You know, if you think I still need a meaning for what I do, for why I do this, why I need to work hard, and like, it's kind of there. What this whole thing was your meaning, but just kind of returning to the start. Feeling purposeful as a man is your deepest, greatest reward you could ever achieve in your life. Literally. Deep inside yourself, you know you need to do this shit. You need to do this business. You need to go to the gym to get your dream body or to feel good. You need to fix your diet. You need to stop fapping. Addictions, all that stuff. Deep inside, you know what to do. You know why. Like, not really. You know why. You just... No, it's just a feeling. It's your purpose as a man to improve, to develop. It's called masculine energy. It's what we are supposed to do. Develop, evolutionate. Not even as a man, as a human species. It's deep inside of us. And that's the greatest experience you've ever felt. Once you reach it, you will realize what I mean. It's so great, it's better than any drug, than any addiction you could possibly imagine. Doing the right things, even when you didn't feel like it, pushing through the hard times, and literally seeing how your actions make you progress towards what you really want in life. That's incredible. I also like this quote I heard literally today. You can find the meaning of hard work while you are working hard. Only when you work hard, basically, if to say word for word. If you don't work hard, if you don't work, how can you even extract the meaning of your work? If you don't know how hard it is, if you don't know how fast it is going to be, if I would say in 1 hour you can be a millionaire, and you could truly be, you will do this thing, you know? So it all affects your motivation levels. Just do the hard work and see how you feel about it. Find the meaning. Literally, the best feeling you can ever achieve lies into hard work. You're gonna find some external reasons, some money, some fame, it's great. I'm happy for you, kinda. But perhaps as you will continue your self-improvement journey, you will realize money, fame, it's not what's important. What's important is actually being what you want to be. It's a definition of being productive, doing the things you want, gaining the freedom of pursuing your purpose, whether it's your passion or just your business. Your purpose is the reason to live. So obvious, but yet I wasted a month, or even more than a month, just trying to find the thing. Now, how do you return back? You know, if you are watching this, if you are super lucky, and when you are in this kind of rut of stupid thinking, well, I need a reason to work on my business. You might get some goals, but full plan of action is right here. First is stop bullshitting yourself about finding a meaning. New belief is that your deepest reward in life is the fulfillment from doing the hard thing, from doing the hard work. It's the reason. The second one is to get on dopamine detox. I realized when I overstimulated myself, I had no clue what I was doing. There was no real sign of me thinking about my purpose and reason. Yeah, I would occasionally flap on my bed, exhausted, probably just before bed, before sleeping, and think like, yeah, I wanted to think about the reason. So, what's the reason? Well, money. Well, yeah, I kind of will need money. and then you fall asleep. It's so shallow. You don't have control over your life. When you don't have control, you can't work hard. You can't justify why you need to work hard. You're just out of your mind, you know? So, how to get a dopamine detox? Essentially, cut down everything hyper stimulating that gives you high spikes in dopamine, but then sudden drops and you feel so really bad. Like, impulsively, you ate a bag of crisps, right? Now, you feel amazing. But after 5 minutes as you ate them, you feel horrible because you know you cheated on your diet, you want to do better next time and all that stuff, and demon haunts you, and you feel awful for a long time, and it's neurobiological shit, you know, with their hormones and stuff. So cut out your whole everything, every bad habit you can think of. Well, I imagine, think, whoa, man, I'm trying to do this for half a year. What are you saying? The reason why you try for half a year to cut all your bad habits is because you make it kind of stupid. It's because of your ego. You think you can stop everything in 1 minute. Decide, I'm not doing it anymore, and not do it. It's kind of funny because you accumulated the habit, the addiction for months, for years of your life, and now you want to just boop and stop it. It's not how it works. Progressive overload is key. Just cutting down fapping not 2 times a day, but one time a day. Not that hard, right? But then suddenly try to not to fap. Well, yeah, you might fail like 5 days, right? But there's no way you will try every single time, every single day to intensely learn how to not fap and to really try and not fap. You don't need to over-obsess because you will get the urges more of you think about fapping, right? But the point is, if you try and you try smart, you will not fail. Eventually, you will get this one day done that, yeah, wow, I didn't fap today, wow. You can celebrate it with the fap. No, I forgot the word. I don't know the word permit, but it's the opposite of permit, you know, like, just block that shit away, bro. Do it gradually, because even though I know this for a year already, like, it's not a big news. Yeah, start small, 1% returns, compound effect. A few days ago, I was thinking, yeah, well, I'm getting back on my schedule, so tomorrow I'm gonna learn YouTube for 4 hours, record videos for 2 hours. I was so motivated and shit. I didn't even wake up that day, bro, because I knew the day it was gonna be hard, because fun is relative. Learning about YouTube and doing YouTube all day long wasn't fun compared to playing Minecraft. So my top priority and what you should focus on right now, the third step, is to basically get back into your routine, but also by gradually increasing your tempo of schedule. Let's say what I did personally for myself during these days, I really focused deep onto not doing the bad habits, onto not playing some shitty games, not watching some shitty videos. That's basically 2 things: playing Minecraft, watch some shit about Minecraft, and like anime. Yeah. And fair enough, it kind of worked, you know. The day before yesterday, I like half a day was fine, the other half was fucked up. Now, the yesterday, just the 2 hours before bed were fucked up. Today, it's like, it's really time to go to bed, 21:35, 9:30 p.m. and fair enough, I had a productive day. I learned a little all day long. I probably read for a few hours. I took some mock exam, like, you know, to test yourself for IGCSE and shit. It's great. And for tomorrow, I made kind of a big jump, but I know what I'm doing because I'm feeling it. I'm truly feeling how I returned. I'm doing my whole routine, and I'm quite sure that I won't do my whole routine. I won't study YouTube for 4 hours, or I won't, I don't know what I really can fuck up, I don't know, I won't self-develop for 3 hours, but I will for 5 hours instead. You know, you can really achieve the greatest schedule you can ever plan just because you plan it and boom, you created it all. It doesn't work like that, bro. I'm into Google Calendar for a year and I probably never achieved 100% efficiency and 100% of the things done that I planned. Probably 80. So I'm also gonna gradually return into that schedule. Probably I will do like 70% of it. Then I might do like 50, because it's kind of hard, you know. I kind of know myself, like backfiring and all that shit. But then I will do 60, 70, 80. 70, 80, 80, 80, 80. And that's how you return back. Because obviously I didn't return back just yet. But I absolutely know this algorithm. Because if you think about it, I went in a rut. Oh my, I can't even name the count, but from what I remember, like serious ruts, you know. First one was like for 4 months when I started YouTube. It was hard and I was like, ah, fuck that. 4 months of rut, of being degenerate. But then the second most backfiring moment was this one. But in between those, I also had those sessions when I would really need to return to my schedule and I would want to do everything in one day and I would fail and I would feel bad and go back in a rut. I know what to do. Right, so the last thing I want to say, I don't have anything there, by the way, so like, I'm finished. The only one thing I want you to remember from this whole video of me kind of speaking, fluffing and all that shit, trying to become a better speaker while providing value to you, is that feeling like you're on purpose, being purposeful, fulfilling, is the greatest reward I found myself so far. There was nothing greater, nothing more pleasurable than seeing yourself doing the hard work when you don't want to do it, seeing how you persist, how you pursue your goals, your passions, doing the right activities, being proud of yourself. That's the greatest joy I managed to found in this world so far. Improve.